Oh, hello there, professors. Taco and I were just looking at style and looking at the lesson for today, which is looking 1.1, lesson 1.1, what are resources? So, ladies and gentlemen, for today there's 20 questions that you'll be doing, and these questions I'll show you how to do them in 2 videos, so it's not too much for you to handle. And the first video is going to look at the first 11 questions. So you'll need to log into Stile and then go to, that's the MOT class, but obviously OATS, you'll be in the OATS class. You'll be looking at the unit on, and if I just go back here, so we're on Year 7 Science MOT, and I'll pan down where you would have seen the material we looked at in the last unit of work, which is the Introduction to Science. But if you head down further, we look on the unit called Resources, and we want to go to lesson 1.1, what are resources? And I'll show you what you'll look at. I'm going to preview as a student. There we are. So, now your learning goals, ladies and gentlemen, if I get this steady, is to define what natural resources are and explain their importance in our lives. Provide examples, describe how the uses of a resource depend on its properties, and list some important uses of animal and plant resources. So that's what we'll be doing today. I'll just pan on down. Now there is a video for you to watch here, and I won't play it now, but there are question 1. There's a little space here. It's not actually a formal question, but you can actually write some notes from the video. And that's mainly looking at vocabulary of natural and synthetic resources, which the previous video talked about. Now, question 2, you'll need to fill in this table here. And this is just to help you learn the difference between a natural resource and a synthetic resource. And now their example here, the natural resource would be from a tree, can be turned into a synthetic resource, which is a baseball bat. Can you think of 2 others that can go in there? And we need 3 examples for water and iron. Next question here is, you've got a picture of a bedroom. Now there are 10 things on here that are resources, and you need to click on and read them and see if what part of them is synthetic and what is natural. So if we looked previously at the chocolate and the chocolate chips of my banana bread. Now this young person has left some chocolate on the bed, which is a perfect place for you to leave chocolate. If I click on that, what do you reckon, Taco? We've got all the breakdown of the components of chocolate. Now have a look here, they've got the green colour means it's a natural resource. This yellow colour means it's a synthetic resource. So you can see that we've got sugar cane is the natural resource, but the actual sugar is synthetic because that's what we as humans got out of the sugar cane. Now you have to go through all 10 things to read them, and then they want you to, question 3, one of the items in the room is a natural resource, which one? Question 4, you've got to get the order correct. Question 5, 2 items in the room have both animal and plant resources in them. You'll need to name them, or name one of the items. Name 1 plant and 1 animal resource used in them, or in the item, and the type of plant or animal that each comes from. Question 6, there's another word answer that you'll need to write in there. Bit of reading for you to do. Then we want to look at animal products. There's some pictures there of animal products, and then there's a video for you to watch. So you need to click on that. Now when you're watching that video, have a think about the Indigenous week that we had a few weeks ago, when the Tasmanian Aboriginal people told us about how the wallabies used and how they used every part of it. It's very similar in this story about Native Americans with their hunting of bison and how they used every part of it. Question 7 is more of a space to write notes. Question 8, you'll need to click on these uses of these natural resources and click and move them to the right part. There's a picture of the bison there. Question 9, what properties of the bison's bones made them useful for making tools and weapons? You can fill that in. Another worded question for question 10 and another one for question 11. So I'll leave that there. Do questions 1 to 11 and then watch the next video.